All right. Hey, guys. How you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. Hope things, I'm trying to, so much going on. All right, guys. Yeah. So, look, welcome everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. Glad to have you. Let's make sure people can hear the show. It looks like I got a readout here. We're good here on the mixer. Looks good, but you never know. Let's go check us out on Facebook. What up, Facebook people? I didn't do my sound check earlier. Trying to test this new stuff we got set up. Hey, Vincent James, what's up? What's up, Dolores? How you doing? What's up, Uli? Good to have you. It's good to have you. Trying to search out here and make sure that we're even live on YouTube. Looks like we're live on Facebook.
Somebody else talked about what's going on in Portland, and what's happening in Portland is horrific.
That's a video. This is not the current thing that's happening. What's up, Dale? Good evening, Dale. What's going on? Got a few people here on YouTube. Okay.
Good evening, Dale. What's going on?
Okay, we're good. We're good. Sounds good. Jack, what's up, Jack? Josh, Robert Downs. Glad to have you. Glad to have you in the house, people. What's up, Nicholas? Nicholas is in the place. Robert Downs, Vincent James, Emo. Oh, Ermin. I need a really big... Rob, what's up, Bob? What's up, Dale? What's up, Rose? Julie, welcome to the Tim Black Show. Glad to have you on Facebook. Please share this out. We're gonna knock them out again tonight. We're gonna knock them out. I know it's early in the morning, but someone's got to tell the truth, right? Steve Wolfbrand, how you doing? What's up, Robin? What's up, people? How you feeling? Okay, Rahul, my friend. Thank you for holding it down on the moderating. Rose, what's up, Rick? Julie, once again, and Joanne. So sorry, Julie. What happened? Okay, what's up, Cindy? Thank you for the respect from Sydney, Australia. I'm trying to tell you, I'm doing it semi-big. People are shouting me out, man. I appreciate you. Much love to the entire Wolf Pack. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into some real checking it out. But first, let's go to YouTube just to make sure. We like to double check. Last thing we want is to be right in the middle of a show and no one heard anything. So YouTube people's Jilly Love and Tony D. What's up, Mighty Mouse and Sirius and Austin and JoJo, Kawhi and Zachary. We got some love on YouTube. Good to see you, Sarah Key. Sharon of London. Uli, once again, We Carry Signs is in the house. Leroy and Belinda. I don't know why I did that. Mickey, what's up? Austin, what's up? Another agnostic. What you say there? Tony says, I thought I was going crazy waiting on you. Hey, where is this guy at? Look, man, you know what? I'm going to explain, but I want to first shout everybody out. I'm going to tell you what happened. Check this out. Nara and Peace Walker in Austin. And David Melford's in the house. What's up, David? What's up, Davey Salt? Aurora, Steve B. I got a quick crew. Tanya holding it down for the Wolfpack. So is Rahul again. Viking T's holding it down for us. Mickey H. Wolfpack in the house. Wolfpack in the house. Julie Edwards, Emerson Lamb. Zach Mara, I got you. Let's shout out Joe Famous and Myra. What's up, Myra's mama? David Saw. What up, David and Peter Griffin? All right, guys, check this out. So we've been on the quest to get our phone lines corrected, right? I don't know what it is with this. So first of all, there's a couple fallacies we need to clear up. I'm not going to, we raised about $2,000, right? Because this was our old GoFundMe that already had $2,500 in it. So we raised about maybe $3,000, right? With that, we bought a state-of-the-art new PC. Good PC, right? Was great. Still, we had problems. So we went back to the old PC. Because the new PC, we still had problems. Then we upgraded a new router. With a nice router, bomb router, great router. Still had problems. Then I said, you know what? Problem's got to be the phone service. So I scheduled an appointment with my local service provider, which happens to be Comcast. You only get one in the area. Basically, they tie your arm behind your back. They finally came out today. They installed some stuff. And we still got to buy a phone system. We still got to buy the phone system. Phone system is expensive. Now we know what you were talking about, Rob. Phone systems, hardline, analog phones, very expensive, but give you the most control from hackers, trolls, and other problems you might experience with downtime with the internet. I just want to say all that so people know where we are. Today they did the installation. We got a faster internet line, but the phone still don't. I was trying to test them. This with the new PC. I bet with the old PC it'd still work, but there'd still be problems. So anyway, it's like we just crawling, y'all. We just keep on. It's what you just keep on trying to make it better. Okay, so everybody knows where we are. I just like to give people updates. I don't like that. I hear people saying weird stuff. Look, just that's what's happening. That's what's going on. We in it together. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not leaving the internet. They're gonna have to come get me. All the good stuff, okay? So stick with me. I stick with you. Thanks for having my back, Wolfpack. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. Let's keep it up. Let's keep going. Let's keep doing it. We're going to expand the Wolfpack to include more people across the country. It's a lot that I plan to do with you, with us, this vehicle, this platform. All right, so, woo. This is the one we want. We want this one. It's hot in here, y'all. But I hate running the AC because you can hear it, you know? That's not good. Nobody wants to hear that. Hear that? Is that a lawnmower in the back? What is wrong? Is he blending something? Dang, blending on the... That's rude for him to be blending like that while he's doing a show. I don't think that's the right way to go, Johnson. Like, nobody wants that. You know, Joe Biden... It's not somebody that people are really like checking for. Recently, Charlamagne the God of the Breakfast Club said that Joe Biden needs to just shut all the way up. I mean, it's one thing to make a comment that if you don't vote for him, you're not black. He went all the way and said that Donald Trump is the first racist president. There were presidents during slavery. I mean, I will give Donald Trump the requisite amount of, punches to the orangeness, but I'm not going to just sit here. See, this is the thing, guys. The little boy that cried wolf, right? The wolf ate his ass. Finally, because people he kept going, the wolf is coming, and people would run out to help him. What's going on with the wolf? Get that wolf out of here. What wolf? Oh, he just ran away. Well, after about the 10th time, the little boy trying to see if people loved him by saying the wolf was coming, about the 10th time they ran out there all out of breath and sweaty because it was hot. By the 10th time, they was like, you know what? I don't see no wolf, man. That's it. They took him off the wolf surveillance monitor. And that one time, he was out there, and he was like, the wolf is coming, the wolf is coming. His people was like, yeah, I know. I'm sure, man. I'm going to go ahead and roll this joint and watch a little bit of Miami Vice. You'll be all right. And the wolf ate his everything. Just ate them all up. Boy, gone. That's sort of the Democratic Party when they see racism everywhere. They see racism more than me, and I'm a big black guy. What's going on, man? Where do you guys keep going? There's everything you see is racism. Goodness gracious. Racism. That's a squirrel, Joe. Oh. Racist squirrel. Look at the way he's hiding the white nuts and the brown nuts. He's not even burying the brown nuts for the winter. He's just eating them right away. It's racist. Listen, Fat, when I hide a nut, the point is Joe Biden needs to shut all the way up. Charlamagne the God, when you have to start listening to the critical thinking skills of rap DJs, when they're your thought leaders, you really got some problems. I'm joking. Though Charlamagne would probably agree with that. Here's the thing, man. Joe Biden is not the guy, okay? Like, he's the guy, but he ain't the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't the guy you want. The Democratic Party thinks that they're going to go knock the stuffing out of the orange vermin. They got another thing coming. Joe Biden ain't going to knock the stuffing out. I'm not saying he can't win. I'm saying Don't bet on it. Like, that's all I'm saying, right? And we all know that's sacrilegious. You can't say that in the Democratic Party, because even if you caution them, try to warn them, they consider you the enemy, Johnson. Yeah, you're now rooting for the other guy because you say, hey, guys, maybe we shouldn't be all overconfident. Yeah, man, but we got LeBron James. But maybe we should play some defense, though. What do we need to play defense for? We got LeBron, man. Play no defense. That's disrespectful to LeBron. LeBron can score 80 points. He don't need us up here helping him. You know what? I'm disrespected. I feel disrespected, insulted, that you would even suggest that we would have to do our job, Suddenly that analogy got away from my brother. You know what I'm saying? All right. To my point that you can't even question the electricity that's out here that's just percolating about Joe Biden without having neoliberals come for you. Here goes Michael Moore and Joy Reid's show, her new show, trying to talk some sense into the Democratic Party once again.
One of the great landslides in the history of politics.
Yeah, I mean, and Michael, I know you. I assume you want to get in on that. I mean, you're giggling, so now you have to talk about it really quick.
Well, I want to caution everyone: do not underestimate the evil genius that is Donald J. Trump. There are many examples throughout history, whether it's Henry V facing the French on St. Crispin's Day. They outnumbered him 4-1, and he was supposed to lose, and he didn't. And or jump ahead to the 1995 NBA playoffs. The Knicks are ahead with 15 seconds left, way ahead of the Indiana Pacers, and Reggie Miller scores 8 points in 9 seconds with 15 seconds left. And that was
you cut me deep, but you had to go there, didn't you? You had to go there.
Well, I know it's tough for New Yorkers to have to remember this.
That cut me deep as a Knicks fan. That hurts.
I know. But that's my point, though. All the Knicks fans sat there so overconfident, licking their chops. Yeah, we got this one in the bag.
You cut me deep, Michael.
Boom.
I thought we were friends, Michael. I thought we were friends. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But hold on a second. I want to take us back because this is. Yeah. Well, no, I want to take us back because this is kind of a reunion here. The first time that we actually met, all of us were all together at the same time. I want to show a little a still here. This is the three of us. We were on Real Time with Bill Maher together. This was the first time that I really had a lengthy conversation with either one of you gentlemen. I think we have the picture here. And we were on this show, and I want to play back. There it is. There we are, all sitting there together.
Look at us.
And right? We look great. There's Dan Savage, yeah, all of us youngsters on there. Let me play what you said. This was on July 20, 2016. This was so memorable to me that I actually put it in my book. Take a listen.
And I have to say, I mean, I'm sorry to have to kind of be the buzzkill here so early on, but I think Trump is going to win. I'm sorry. I live in Michigan. Let me tell you what it's going to be the Brexit strategy. The middle of England is Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, and Pennsylvania.
Okay, Michael, and you were right, and I was wrong. I fully admit that I was wrong, and you were right. And you named specific states.
Well, I wanted to be wrong.
That you believed he would win the Brexit states. I know, but let me show you the newest Fox Battleground poll. Let's put it up on the screen. Michigan, Biden is up 9. Pennsylvania, Biden is up 11. Minnesota, Biden is up 13. The other thing that you said to me, that you said to us on the show, was that Hillary Clinton presented for a lot of white working class voters the idea that the change was always going to be against them. That first there'd be, there was a black president. Now there's going to be the woman president. Then there's going to be the gay president. Then there's going to be everything other than a white male Christian president.
Right.
And Biden isn't that, right? So Biden is not that kind of thing that scares those voters the way that Hillary did. Do you still feel, despite those polls, the same way, that Trump will still win despite all of this?
No, I don't. No, he should lose. I'm just saying we've been fooled by polls before. These are national polls. Now, you just cited 3 state polls, and
Yes.
but there's a lot of time still between now and November. Listen, Trump has got a number of tricks up his sleeve to suppress the vote, to try and postpone the election, blaming the coronavirus, to any of a number of things where he will try to weasel his way out of this.
All right, so as you can see here, Michael Moore was explaining to Joy Reid the inevitable possibility, not inevitability, but a possibility that, in the best way possible, actually, in the most honest, in the most, what's the word for it? In a very nice way. Little bite-sized morsels of truth. This little truth, just, contained small logic. That's all, like logic, like, look, we it's not like, we talking about seeing Bigfoot. This just happened 4 years ago. Same situation. Overconfidence. Hubris. And Joy Reid says that she was wrong. That's an understatement. She wasn't just wrong, she was effing wrong. I mean, she was laughing in Michael Moore's face in 2016 when he suggested that they shouldn't count their chickens before they hatch, that they should work harder. That was so now we find ourselves here again at the doorstep of a general election with yet again an unpopular candidate. Now, don't get it twisted. Of course, it's true. Joe Biden may not be as he may not cause as many gag reflexes to invoke simultaneously across the country as a Hillary Clinton, but come on. I'd never seen anybody ever wearing a Joe Biden shirt, button, blouse, bumper sticker, anything. I didn't see anybody carrying a magazine or reading an article with Joe Biden's name on it before he started running. Like, no one paid attention to Joe. So that means the electricity, the spark, there's no spark. Well, to that point, first you had Michael Moore trying to tell you in a very nice way. Now let me show you what truth really looks like. It's 2 variations of truth. It's true. Here goes another variation of truth. This is an article I read today. Bernie Sanders co-chair voted for Joe Biden is like eating half a bowl of shit. Half a bowl of... Oh, God. Oh, Coach. I'm trying to tell you, man, it don't get no worse than that. Now, look, that's real. Y'all like, oh man, y'all progressives don't keep it real. Y'all be holding your tongue. Y'all be being too nice. Okay, all right. Voting for Joe Biden is like eating half a bowl of crap. Questions? Well, when you say crap, Senator Nina Turner, are you talking about human variety or some other delicacy? I do hear that there is a certain rare bird whose crap tastes very good. So what you need to be specific in the form of crap that you're referring to. Okay, so anyway, this was reported by the New York Post. It says, co-chair Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign vividly described how she feels about choosing between Biden and President Trump. No, first sentence wrong. New York Post. Nina Turner is not only speaking for Nina Turner, she's speaking on the behalf of a lot of people. See, you're doing it again. This is you doing it again. You're saying, oh, this is just how Nina feels. They did the same thing to Michael Moore, guys. Michael Moore wasn't talking about what he wanted Michigan to do and Wisconsin to do or Pennsylvania to do. He was telling the world, this is what the world is thinking. These are what people who don't come on MSNBC think. And actually, some people on MSNBC who come here think this too, but they're scared to say it. what Nina Turner's telling you is what the pulse of America. She's been around the country. She went everywhere. Twice. She likened it to eating she likened voting for Joe Biden to eating a half bowl of excrement. It's like saying to somebody, you have a bowl in front of you, and all you got to do is eat half of it instead of the whole thing. It's still some shit, but just eat half of it. Man, it ain't like I'm telling you to eat all of it. There you go, afraid to eat some shit. Look, man, we can't make people. You can't convince somebody that you can't tell a toddler, you can't convince them, a 1-year-old, 2-year-old toddler, you might not be able to convince them that the stove is hot. But you would think after a couple touches to the stove, they figure it out for themselves. The Democratic Party, they touched the stove in 2016. They touched the stove, sat on the stove, laid in the stove, opened the stove, climbed in it with it on broiler. Got out the stove, body covered in ash, smoke, still on fire. Have to go to the doctor, get healed up, take all types of medications, get skin grafts. And here we are. They're staring at the stove. Look at them trying to get in the stove again. It may not be a bowl of shit, but it's a bowl of stupid. I'm Tim Black. Subscribe to this channel. We're going to go into the next story here, Johnson. All right, let's shift gears real quick. Let's shift gears. I want to shift gears a little bit here. Someone who watches the show told me this. They wanted me to include this, and I want to include this. All right, this is important. All right, you guys ready? Okay. Enrique Roman Martinez, 17 years ago of age. When he was 17, he joined the Army. Told his family he wanted to be a better man. He thought the best way to learn discipline, become a better man, was to join the U.S. Army. Now a family is demanding justice of their loved one, a Fort Bragg paratrooper whose remains were found after he went missing on Memorial Day weekend camping trip. The paratrooper with the 82nd Airborne Division was killed, according to a press release from the U.S. Army. Special Roman Martinez's sister shot a video in the Outer Banks off the coast of North Carolina where investigators say her brother was last seen. Now, the thing about this that really strikes me, when a Tim Black Wolfpack fan reached out, he said a friend of the family. He knows a friend of the family. And they're really concerned because, first of all, because a friend of the family has been murdered. And they tried to rule this a suicide. Initially, they tried to rule it a suicide, like he ran away. Like he just in the middle of the night just got up and ran away from everybody. With no shirt on, no shoes, no glasses. He wore glasses, Johnson. It just doesn't make any sense. And then there's a lot of ways to take one's life, and I understand how stressful life can be. But me, being on this planet for a significant amount of time, I've never heard of anyone who took their own lives, doing so by dismembering themselves. Pieces of Mr. Martinez were found. Washed up on the beach. So, U.S. Army, we like to find out, we like the investigation to be real this time. Now that the coroners have obviously, under pressure, obviously had to rule this a homicide. He didn't just walk away into the darkness and blow himself up with an IED. We'd like to know what happened to him. I'm just going to jump out on a limb here and say, based on my experience of covering these types of stories for about the better part of a decade, I'd say he was killed by at least two people. Two people he knew. People typically who don't know you don't dismember you. They found his wallet and his keys. This was not a robbery, Johnson. He wasn't walking home and someone tried to snatch his chain. This was personal. And they were afraid. And they cut him up, hoping no one would find the body. There's been an award offered if any leads to this. When I release this video as a separate video, I'll put a link down below where to call, where to contact if you have information. In a statement, a spokesperson with Fort Bragg says, Roman Martinez is mourned by his fellow soldiers. He served his nation honorably, and we are absolutely saddened by his loss, and our hearts go out to his family. Friends, fellow paratroopers. I would just like to say, Mr. Martinez, his family didn't want him to join the Army. They wanted something better for him. He chose the Army. What a slap in the face that this son dies not serving his country, but is murdered by people, by fellow paratroopers. That's how it appears. If it ain't so, make it not so. Prove it not so. Reminds me much of the other story we covered last month of a young lady who was killed. Similar fashion. All right, guys. I'll keep you up to date on the story. I'm sure we'll find at some point. Someone will break. Someone will break. Hang in there, my brother. Hang in there. All right? All right. Well, I guess let's segue to something a little less traumatic, shall we? So we've been talking about Portland, Oregon on this channel. On my Facebook channel, my feed. I don't know where these people come from who believe everything the states tell them. Oh, the police said that the people are violent and they're destroying property. Yeah, I thought you guys had to follow the law, though. I mean, even if that's true, even if it's true, even if someone threw a bottle, that does not give you a right to shoot people in the head with beanbags, to fracture skulls. I keep telling people that one of the best things that's happening with this movement, whether you think George Soros is behind it, whatever you think, Johnson. I didn't see Soros out there in the streets. Soros is 95 years old. People put money on lots of stuff. You ever thought maybe people put money on stuff to try to garner favor and try to appear a certain way so it camouflages other things they do? And do you realize that that is pretty much every charity in the United States? Frankly, in the world, there's somebody with deep pockets putting money in it to make themselves look benevolent. And I don't much care why people put money in stuff. I just care that the money's used in a good way. Now, I'm not suggesting that it is. I don't know how it was used. But if every time you look, all you see, all you got is a hammer. It seems like every time I turn around, people are using hammers. Here's the thing. Stop crying in my comment sections about how horrible Portland is, what's going on in Portland. You know, Oregon is a state. Portland is a little slither in Oregon, okay? It still exists. People are protesting, but the protests are not only happening in Portland. They're happening all over the country, Johnson. Many, many places. And you know what happens every time Donald Trump sends in the stormtroopers to crack some heads and not be so nice? More people come out. So I feel inspired by it. I feel motivated by it because maybe, just maybe, we got a generation that ain't taking it on the chin, Johnson. And maybe, just maybe, we have a coalition of white, blacks, Latinos, Asians, Native Americans, bi, straight, trans, all together, pushing back Christian, Muslim, Gentile, Jew, whatever, who have you, Buddha, snake worshipers, everybody there. One of the things that's happening now is in the eyes of those who may have formerly not been so swayed by the ongoing events, the protests following George Floyd's murder. They're seeing for themselves exactly how the police and other law enforcement people get down. And they don't like it much, Johnson. And it's not easy to hide. I showed you last week a former Navy veteran getting pepper sprayed and smacked with batons for talking to the officers. He wasn't breaking any bottles of buildings and lighting anything on fire or stealing a jumpsuit out of Target. He was talking to them. He's a grown-ass man with wisdom to expound. Instead of watching it on TV, he wanted to come down and see for himself what was going on in his city. And for that, he got smacked and batoned, pepper sprayed, and then hit in the back of the head as he voluntarily walked away. I don't see you making any videos about it, Johnson, nor do I hear you commenting. Well, here goes another one, Johnson, just in case you didn't get it.
And we murdered him. We did it every day. And your generation doesn't know that. You don't know that. So that's why this Vietnam veteran, combat medic, who took injured and dead soldiers off a helicopter, this is why I did this. Well, I took an oath to defend my country. And then when I got to Vietnam, we committed atrocities. We committed atrocities every single day when I was in Vietnam. I took an oath to defend this government. And when I got to Vietnam, we committed atrocities. I stood next to a ditch in Vietnam, and we murdered 170 Vietnamese people. And you guys don't know that.
Sir, are you all right?
Well, that was a direct spray. Woo!
Sir, what is your name?
Boy, he got me right in the fucking eye. Oh, fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You know, we have some of the dumbest cops in the world. That's what we have. Bootlicking cops. Probably have some great cops too, but those guys who did that right there, Johnson, not exactly America's finest. Anytime you have to blindside an old man, a veteran, and did you take any time to hear what he was telling you? He was telling you that he served his country and he ended up doing things for his country that he still lives with today, that still pain him, that he's not proud of, that were wrong. And he's telling you, don't make that mistake. They made us do shit too. We shouldn't have done it. We were wrong to do it. We shouldn't have followed those orders. I guess that is so offensive to these ordained ministers of darkness that they had to pepper spray him. The veteran's name is Mike Hasty. The encounter was captured by a journalist by the name of Andrew Kimmel, who'd been on the ground in Portland covering the protests, obviously. Mr. Hasty is a member of the activist organization Veterans for Peace. Portland is ground zero for Donald Trump's federal invasion of cities run by Democrats, vowing to leave his troops in the cities until law and order is restored. You know, it's a little factoid about law and order. This is something that's been fabricated and made up by politicians in order to win elections. It scares the hell out of bigoted white folks. That's why they use it, Johnson. They keep telling them the brown people are coming, the black people are coming, and they're coming to steal your stuff and rape your women and kill your sons and daughters. This started like in the 1970s. That's where it really got teed up. It continued on in the 80s, ushered in by a lot of help from Bill Clinton himself. The funny thing about it, this mass incarceration thing, which it began to be known by, ushered in by, perpetuated by Reagan, initiated by Reagan, turned on 10 by Bill Clinton and Joe Biden. It's not that we have exceeded, like crime has gone up. Crime hasn't really gone up, Johnson. Crime pretty much stays flat. But what has gone up is the rate of incarceration. And now in the 2000s, what's gone up is the rate of militarization of those police forces. It's all about money. And for people that say that they read books, that they're learned people, they're knowledgeable people, I don't think you really are, because you would understand the role that private prisons play in our economy. There are places in this country you can go where there is no other industry save for prisons in the entire town. The prison system is holding up towns all across this country. The fear. We have places where there are no black or brown people living or residing in that city that have a prison that's full of them. And what do they get for those prisoners? Back to Mr. Hasty. No one is above an ass whooping, and no one's above learning something new. There are certain things you could do in this life that are so horrible, they're so horrific, you're going to carry them the remainder of your life. And it's something about having a conscience and being a human being. It may not suffice just to say, I was just doing my job. So with slave catchers, Nazis, and cops. Cops who killed Tamir Rice, George Floyd, John Crawford, Walter Scott, Breonna Taylor, Tatiana Jefferson. All right. Donald Trump thinks this is a winner because he knows that there's a segment of society this always works for. It always works for a certain group of people. I think that group of people is thinning. It's thinning. Evidenced by all the people that I see out there in Portland, Seattle, Washington, D.C., wherever you go. There are people coming out of all colors, all shapes, all colors, all orientations. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. I'm not excited, but I am encouraged. Revolution. Oh, and to that officer or whoever he was who pepper sprayed the Vietnam vet for talking to him, fuck you. And 10 mofos that look just like you. All right, guys. Whew. I think that's everything. We're still working on the phone lines. I'm sorry I can't do a better job on that. I really wish we could get it straight here. It's a little pain in the ass. But we are still working on it. We got to order the phone lines. I'm waiting for it. There's pieces to it. But you know what I think? I think this show's worth it to have the best phone lines in the business and have some real phone lines with a real screen and be able to go hit the thing and know who's in the queue and look at it and not have to go on the internet. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to invest in it. If you want to help make that happen, you realize that, hey, it's a cost associated with it, but it's worth it if you believe in this show. Go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live, or find a GoFundMe link on Facebook. Or PayPal me at timstake2@gmail.com or tim@timblacktv.com. And don't forget, guys, all my shows, all my videos are available at timblacktv.com. Yes, I have a website, and I've started publishing a blog. So I'm taking certain stories that I've covered here and have them translated and have them reformatted and put into articles. If you would like to be published on my website, you can send your articles to how about this? To client care at timblacktv.com. That's client care at timblacktv.com. That way we put your articles up on the website. We get a little bit of traffic, but I think we'll get more traffic now that we're putting new content up several times a week on cutting-edge, topical stories that people care about. All right. I got number love for you guys. Be safe out there. Remember, COVID-19 is not a joke. It's real. It's going down. I love you, Moose. Hang in there, my brother. We out. Oh, let me go to the comment section. Let me go to the comment section. and make sure we got some people who make comments. How about we do that? I saw we had a new member, D1. What's up, man? Welcome. Oh, Johnson, I don't know. Welcome, Johnson, to the Wolfpack. Tony DeMio, I thought I was going crazy waiting for you to go live. Thank you, Tony D. DeAndre, in terms of message discipline to give people a reason to vote, what is Joe Biden's slogan? Arrow. 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 Listen, fat. Vote for the other guy. That's his slogan. Oh, that's right. He's a nice guy. Fucking. Mark Keister. Mind inviting onto the program sometime before primary? Don't know who that is. I don't bring candidates on unless I know who they are, man. They're raising money and they're running on stuff, and I got to be sure, bro, because I do not like being suckered by candidates. It's happened more than once. So I'd have to check them out first, bro. You get me? I'm sure you understand, Johnson. I bring people in front of the audience, and they're trying to, for a specific goal. You know, it's different if we're just talking about an issue. But if they're running for office, I'm kind of endorsing them tacitly if I bring them on the show and, like, put them up. So that's why I don't bring that many candidates on anymore. I don't have time to vet them, and it's just I'm one guy. I wish, so we got to really vet people because a couple people came on and they were like, yeah, I'm not believing it. And they were like, hey, what happened? Oh, well, I changed my mind. I believe in this now. I'm like, hey, you took money out of my community to go do that, and then you had my audience, and now there's a video forever out with me going, go to his show, give to him, go to the website. You get it. So that's why we got to work on these things. Roger Meadows, how you feel about the new PE video straight? Fire. I haven't watched it. Maybe I will, Roger. Maybe I will. Andrew, our ed system caused us to not see humanity in others. I don't know if it's our education system, but it's a lack of education. That's for damn sure. How about mental health? How about mental health? How about awareness of, like, our history? Like, there's so much that we just don't, that we don't learn. Like, frankly, we just don't know. People, sometimes that really pisses us off, right? Hey, look, sometimes I get pissed, like, I used to get even more upset because people didn't know stuff, and I'd be like, hey, I know you know that. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. You're like, no, I didn't. You're like, then I start realizing everybody wasn't lying. They really didn't know Johnson. Yeah, they really didn't know stuff. They sometimes people are gaslighting you. Oh, I had no idea. Hey man, you just cut me off. Really? What's your problem? Like, yeah, you just cut me off, mofo. I don't know what this man is talking. I don't even drive. I flew here. No, you just got out that car, that red Camry, to cut me off. Mike, calm down. Why are you so angry? Officer, I'm afraid. But I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about, I'm talking about, like, things about history, right? People don't know. They don't know these. A lot of stuff people do not know. All right, Roger, told you, boy, you can't go wrong with hardware wins. Hey, I hope. We'll see. Sirius, what's up, man? Sirius 1976, did you say something, my brother? It won't let me scroll all the way. I don't know what's going on. What happened? Okay, well, some stuff is kind of missing. Oh, for the cuss box. Oh, okay. I got to check, man, because someone was like, they're going to get a strike, Tim Black. Morning Joe is usually pretty good, man. Morning Joe is pretty... Who that play Morning Joe? Oh, MSNBC is usually pretty good. Man. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Let's reconvene this tomorrow or today, okay? Let's reconvene later on today. I'll see you soon. Be safe. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Both parties suck Johnson. That's both parties, not just the Democratic Party. Remember, there's another party. It's like the one in power right now. Remember those guys? Remember that? There's a president that's sitting in there. There's people that like Mitch McConnell. Remember? Like there's two groups. I know it's basically the same, but there's technically there's another party. It would be kind of nice. It would behoove you to, occasionally throw us a bone, pissed off fake leftists, and pretend, my libertarian friend, pretend to give a shit about Donald Trump, what he's doing in my community, decimating it, gutting it, sending in the stormtroopers, pretend to care about some stuff. It could be like, tangentially, you just mention it in an offhand way as you spit and curse out other most progressive members of Congress that we have or have had the last 30 years. As you dog them out, kind of save a little ire for the Nancy Pelosi's and the Chuck Schumers and then the Trumps and the McConnells and the Cruzes. A little bit, instead of just going after progressives who aren't perfect like we know you would be. Mofo. But do what you want to do. What do I know? I'm just a poor black man with follically challenged, talking loud on a mic on the internet. Believe it or not, the Tim Black Show is streamed live in front of a live internet audience at least 4 times a week. Become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack. Go to patreon.com, Tips Take Live, or join on Facebook or YouTube for $5 a month or more. We'll take more, Johnson. Join at least for $5 a month or more. Get all our shows in their entirety. I ain't lying. Wolfpack.